Hello everybody, welcome to Mr. Yaus's English lesson. So in the last lesson you have learned how to use the different types of words, and you already identify the 5 types of basic sentence, which included subject verb SV, subject verb object SVO, subject verb adjectives SVA, subject verb adverb SVN, and subject verb noun SVN. So based on the basic sentence that you have learned, now we are going to add the different types of words that you have learned before to expand the basic sentence that you learn. So in this lesson, I'm going to discuss with you on the techniques on how to forming the sentence more longer, or add by using the different types of words to make the sentences more informative. More informative. So let's look at it. So expanding sentences, the previous examples, the what you learned in the last lesson are the basic sentence. So basic sentences can be expanded actually, or lengthened by adding the adjectives, adverbs, and objects. Okay, let's look at the first one, subject verb. Partif it's. So this sentence is the basic subject verb pattern. If we want to add more in these sentences, we may add an adverb, to tell how this person is. Just like the example given. The word quickly is added in this sentence to show or describe how Partif is. You may also add an object, to tell what Partif is, what the subject is. Just like this sentence, not only eat quickly of Partif, but Partif also eat quickly of the fruits. Now another type of words is added in this sentence. So another adverb is added at home to tell where Partif eats. And even this sentence, Partif quickly eats fresh fruits at home. Fresh is added in this sentence to tell what kind of fruits Partif eats. So from the basic subject verb pattern, you may see that when the different types of words is added in the sentence, you may see that the sentence more varied, and informative. The second type of the sentence, subject verb object. So based on the SVO sentence, this is the basic pattern for SVO, which is an example is given. Faiz takes the book. Faiz subject, takes verb, the book object. So you may add an adjectives to tell the size of the book. Just like what you see for the example, the adjective thick has added in the sentence, to describe the size of the book that Faiz take. Another type of word is added, which is an adverb is added to tell how Faiz takes the book. He take the book hardly. And then another example, which to add an adverb of time, which is just now, to tell when Faiz takes the book. So as you see, Faiz takes the thick book hardly, just now. Okay, so in this sentence, by adding the adjectives and adverbs, okay, you may see that the sentence have been prolonged. Okay, the sentence have been expanded and more informative. Okay, so the third type is subject verb adjectives. So she looks pretty. The example given, this is the basic SVA pattern. She looks pretty tonight. Okay, so tonight is an adverb of time, so tonight is added to tell when she looks pretty. Okay, so you may do like this. Okay, as you see in the example, you change the personal pronouns she to a name. Okay, to a specific name. Okay, the name given of the example is Pravina. Okay, Pravina looks pretty tonight. So the subject is identified with a name, Pravina. Okay, so you may do like this. Okay, actually you can change the subject into a specific name. It's not supposed for you to put the personal pronouns only, but you may change it into a specific name. Okay, subject verb adverb. As we add, okay, so the example given here is apples are everywhere. So this is the basic SVAdd pattern. Okay, so when you make it more informative or to expand the sentence, okay, and make it more informative, you may put the adjectives of color. Okay, so an adjective is added, green, to describe the apples. Okay, to describe the apples. The color, okay, I mean the color of the apple. Okay, so to make it more longer, okay, actually maybe you will say, oh, I limit with the types of words to add inside. Okay, but boys and girls, okay, you never know that actually you may add multiple adjectives, okay, to describe the noun. Okay, to describe the noun. So a series of adjectives are added, ripe and green, to describe the apples. Okay, to describe the apples. So in this sentence you may see that, okay, it has the multiples adjectives and even the adverbs everywhere in this sentence. Okay, so by added the multiple adjectives, the basic sentence become more informative and more varied. Okay, you may get why you have to learn these techniques. Okay, because normally when you do the writing work, okay, you may make your sentence more varied to get more extra marks. Okay, so the fifth type, okay, of the sentence pattern is SVN. Okay, how we expand it. Okay, so the basic pattern is given over here. I'm a teacher. Okay, this is basic SVN pattern. So just like I mentioned in the last slide, you may change the subject into a specific name. Okay, an example given, Mr. Yausss is a teacher. Okay, you change the subject I into a specific name. So the subject is identified with a name, Mr. Yausss. Okay, just like I mentioned. So Mr. Yausss is a handsome teacher. Okay, you may add adjectives, okay, in this sentence. So an adjective handsome is added to tell what kind of the teacher of Mr. Yao is. Okay, so you may also add adverb of place to make it longer and informative. So an adverb is added at school to tell where Mr. Yausss is a handsome teacher. Okay, so boys and girls, just now in the online class, a student give a very good example also. He said, teacher, can I may I make the sentence like, I'm not going to add adverb of place, but I want to add the verb. Okay, maybe uh, may I do that? Okay, you may do that also. Okay, which is you may change the sentence to, Mr. Yausss is a handsome teacher who teaching English at school. Okay, and you not only adding the verb, but also you may add the adverbs of place, okay, in the same time. Okay, so that is a very good example, okay, given by those students. Okay, it's quite good. Okay, so actually you may do that. Okay, so we have learned all about that, and this is the time for you to move your brain, okay, to try to think about it, okay, to do a task, okay, to what we call to sharpen your techniques on forming the sentence. So what you have to do is, okay, the first one is you make one simple sentence for each of the sentence pattern. Okay, just like what you learned in the last lesson. Okay, you first make a simple sentence, okay, for each of the sentence pattern, which included the SV, SVO, SVA, SVN, and SVN. And then what you have to do is, okay, based on the basic sentence you have construct for each of the sentence pattern, please expand the sentences with appropriate types of words, which included the adjectives, adverbs, object. Okay, so you may just like what I taught you just now, okay, to make the sentence more longer and informative, okay, to get the extra marks. Okay, so that's the end of the overall lesson. Okay, hopefully everybody can get some knowledge on how to forming the sentence correctly, okay, or make it more varied. Okay, so and hopefully this lesson may help you in your writing. That's all for the lesson of Mr. Yausss. Okay, see you in next lesson. Goodbye.